Hello, I'm Justin Hill, prize-winning author and creator of Worlds with Words. And today's September the 10th, which is my brother's birthday. And of course on the news, as it's the 20th anniversary of September the 11th, everyone's talking about the event. And I remember very clearly what I was doing because I had just gone part-time. I had just published The Drinking Dream Tea House, which is my first novel. And I just moved to London. I guess in a sense because I didn't know what else, I remember thinking that I'd spent my 20s working in kind of poor developing countries and I wouldn't know how to write stories related to the kind of modern world because I hadn't lived in the modern world. So I should really live the commuter life. I think it was a terrible idea, but anyway, I did it. And I was working in a .com kind of company at the time. And I had just gone part-time because I wasn't getting enough writing time. And so I just started my second novel. And I was like a week in and I had the opening scene and it was going well. And then I think I heard it on the news and I turned the TV on. And then about a minute later, my friend Monique Roffey, who was also writing and living quite close by, phoned me and said, "Oh my God, you must see what's happened to New York." And I watched it. And it was just so, it was such kind of a profoundly shocking thing to see. And it had so much kind of emotional resonance that I knew I couldn't write. And I don't remember how long it took me to get back to that novel. Probably like 6 months or so, for many reasons. But I couldn't write. It was just too much, too intense. And funnily enough, I was supposed to be going to New York about 3 weeks later. And my agent kind of called him and said, "Are you still going to go?" And I was like, "Well, of course. I'm sure it'll be safe." So I got there about 3 weeks afterwards, and it was a city that was kind of covered in people's photographs of, have you seen, missing, father of two. And the whole place, smelt of the sort of ash and smoke. I was doing a book signing tour, which was, a bit bizarre. But people were so welcoming, and I think really they were just looking forward to getting back to some kind of normal, because kind of life does go on, and people did have to get back to normal. So I was walking around New York, and it was beautiful, kind of warm. Kind of autumn weather, dry and sunny and kind of cool and clear, and with all the kind of mistiness of autumn, and it was very interesting. Well, the really interesting thing is because that trip changed my life. I met Elle, who I would get engaged after 11 days together, and here we are in Yorkshire with 4 kids. So in a way, that's my kind of silver lining for that. But I just remember well, I was meaning to talk about writing here really, but I seem to have strayed way off topic. So I guess I remember just knowing that with such an emotionally powerful thing happening in the world, I couldn't write. Anyway, so that was my second novel, Passing into Heaven, and it's kind of aborted start. And I guess also, I think for me, kind of, out of that terrible event, good things do come. And I always thought meeting Elle was one of those great things. So that's my thoughts on a beautifully kind of misty Yorkshire autumn morning. And there's patches of blue sky up there, so the sun is going to break through. It always does.